Hey everyone, Gabriel from Skyscaling here. In today's video, I'd like to go over one of our newer clients' results in terms of the marketing campaign, that is. So I just took a screenshot of the ad account itself and what has been going on so far, and this is kind of what I'd like to go over today. I want to also go over the exact process that we've been using for this client and show exactly how he was able to accumulate 10 recruits in the past couple weeks, months now. So far, our marketing campaign has spent $1,482. And by the way, these are usually the metrics that I like to look at when I am running a campaign. I can explain some of them, but I'll go more in depth in another video at some point. Amount spent, so as we see, $1,400. Impressions, so that's the amount of people that have actually seen the ad, 66,000. Number of clicks, 2,300, almost 2,400 clicks. Our cost per unique click is 86 cents. Our click-through rate all. So that's the number of people that scroll on Instagram or Facebook, see the ad and click on the call to action, the Facebook, ad creative, ad copy itself, no, ad creative in this case. Ad creative, call to action, the Facebook page, or just any clicks on our post is counted as a click-through rate all. Link clicks, that's the actual clicks on your call to action, so on our learn more. So that usually is a good indicator of how good your ad creative is, or ad copy, I'm sorry. So link clicks, 1,000 link clicks. Cost per link click is $1.45. Link through rate all, you usually want that to be over 1.1, 1.2%. Here we have 1.54%. Our CPM, which is our cost per 1,000 views on Facebook, is $22. Results, so how many leads we've amassed so far, 107, and our cost per lead is $13.86. So very, very good results, especially taking into consideration that every single lead is a survey submission. I'll go over the survey in a couple seconds as well, but basically every single prospect that goes to that survey has to go through a thorough qualification process to make sure that they fit all the criteria that you would usually need when it comes to recruiting an agent. So amount spent, like I said earlier, $1,400, almost $1,500. Number of leads, 107, which gives us a cost per lead of $13.86, like I just went over. How many appointments were generated using, from this marketing campaign? So out of 107 leads, 75 appointments were booked, which is almost an 89%. No, actually, let me do the math really quickly. 75 divided by 107. It's a 70% booking rate, which is very good. Cost per appointment, $19.77, which is the exact cost per appointment booked. Auto booked appointments, so that's how many people book themselves into the calendar without our client necessarily having to reach out to them and book the meeting himself. 66, which gives us a cost per auto booked appointment of $22. Number of recruits so far, 10, which gives us a cost per recruit of $140.28. If we go deeper, we have a close-up of the actual report itself of the appointments that have come from this marketing campaign. So like I said earlier, 75 booked appointments, 66 people confirmed, and if I can zoom in here, as we see the channels that were booked, so all the blue that you see in here, that's the auto booked from the client themselves. User is this orange part, and this lighter orange is others, which would in this case be the AI nurturing sequence that we have. So if I just go back here, awesome. And so this is kind of the exact process that we use when it comes to running the marketing campaign, getting people to qualify, getting people to book meetings, and showing up to those meetings. So as a digital marketing consulting agency, our goal is simply to get people in contact with you, get them to book a meeting with you, show up, and then after that, we can only do so much. So obviously from that point on, that would be the client's job, in this case, to obviously hop on the meeting and do what they do best, which is recruit, close, new client, new recruit, depending on the goals of the marketing campaign. So step number one in this process is running a recruiting ad under the client's Facebook business page or Instagram or maybe even LinkedIn. But usually Facebook is our biggest platform when it comes to marketing. Once the ad is ran, prospects that see the ad, click on the ad, they get brought to a qualification page, which is what I said earlier, the survey, survey submissions. This is where your prospects will basically see a short video of the opportunity or of what it entails, just a little bit, because we want to build up that curiosity. Curiosity will lead people to go through that survey, qualify hopefully, and then book a meeting with the client, or you in this case, if you are a life insurance agent. So some people will get disqualified. So in our recruiting survey, we do have some disqualification questions. It is a good thing. While it may lead your cost per lead to be a bit higher, it is a good thing, because the disqualified prospects are people that if they had went on and booked a meeting with you, would have probably lost you an hour of your day because they don't have, or they don't fit the criteria necessary to become an agent in the first place, or even to get their LLQP license. For the people that do qualify, they then get brought to your calendar page where they can automatically book a meeting with you. If that doesn't work out, so exactly 3 minutes later, your AI assistant, so if a prospect comes in, doesn't book a meeting within 3 minutes, your AI assistant reaches out to them, engages in a conversation with your prospect, and then gets them to book a meeting on your calendar that way. And last case scenario, you can still manually set the appointment. So you'll still have your prospect's information, all the survey answers, obviously they're your leads. So you can still call up your prospect, email them yourself, and book the meeting yourself. But as we saw earlier, the AI and the appointments that are automatically booked by the prospects will probably end up being 80 to 90% of your total appointments, which doesn't leave that much room for you actually having to manually set appointments, which those three options result in Zoom appointments, which is where you can do what you do best. So again, recruiting process, ad, survey, calendar, AI nurturing, appointment. So let me actually show you guys the exact survey that we could potentially use when it comes to recruiting. Now, I like to not show too much of what we have going on. So this is the survey that we use for recruiting. Usually this is on a very nice landing page with a video and a lot more stuff, but I just want to show the questions that we ask. I think that's really important. So the first question we ask prospects when they click on your ad is, are you on a student visa? If someone says yes, they get disqualified. So if someone is on a student visa, if you are a life agent in Canada and did not know that yet, but people on student visas can actually not get their LLQP license. So people have to say, no, I'm not. The second question we're going to ask prospects is, do you currently own a laptop or a desktop computer suitable for remote work? So, hey, this opportunity entails you having to work from home or wherever, but you do need the equipment to do so. So, yes, I do have a laptop. No, but I'm willing to acquire one. Or no, and I'm unwilling to obtain one, even if necessary. In this case, there's two right answers. Yes, I do, or no, and I'm willing to acquire one. This third option would get your prospect disqualified once again. Let's just go with yes, I do. Are you currently employed or looking for a new business opportunity? So is your prospect currently employed or unemployed? If your prospect answers that they are employed, we ask one follow-up question, which is, are you currently employed in the financial sector? Simply because this could potentially be a conflict of interest. Obviously, you have access to all these survey answers because they are your leads. So you can see if a prospect does say yes to this question, they can still go through. But if you see that someone does go on to book a meeting, maybe you want to call them up before the meeting, make sure that it is not a conflict of interest. And if it is, you can go ahead, cancel the meeting and not lose an hour of your day. If it's not, well then obviously you can proceed with the meeting. How much time are you able to commit to this opportunity per week? More than 40 hours, 30 to 40, 20 to 30, depending on if your prospect is looking for part-time, full-time. Let's just go with 30 to 40 hours. Are you comfortable with a commission-based compensation structure? Yes, I am open to the concept of commission-based since they offer limitless potential, or no, I prefer a stable fixed salary. So again, your prospect has to answer that yes, they are open to the concept of commission-based earnings. If they say that they prefer fixed salary, in this case, your prospect would get disqualified. And the last question, which I believe is the most important question of this whole survey. Are you willing to undergo training and obtain the necessary licenses or the certifications, even if it requires an initial investment of a few $100s? So we're letting your prospect know on the survey itself that there's a component, or that this opportunity entails them having to spend some money before even getting things started. So every single prospect that will hop on a call with you, they know beforehand that they potentially will have to spend a couple $100s to get licensed, which really helps when you get to the closing stage. You show them the offerings, you show them the pricing. Your prospect is not going to get, freaked out by the pricing, because they already know that beforehand. So yes, I'm committed to acquiring the required training. No, and I'm not interested in obtaining the licenses or certifications. Or third option is, I'm already LLQP licensed. So there's two right answers: yes, I am, or I'm already licensed. If your prospect answers no, in this case, they do get disqualified. Afterwards, we ask for their first, last name, and their city. This is my information. And then the phone, email address, and the consent of your prospect. Once, and by the way, the consent is for receiving SMS, phone calls, emails from the business. In this case, the business would be yourself. And so afterwards, your prospect submits this information. Once your prospect submits this info, you would get a text message on your cell phone saying new lead, the name, phone, city, and then all the responses to the survey. So you get that directly in your on your text message. But also, you can also view those answers in Skyscaling. You would have access to our CRM where you can manage your leads and all that. But you would get that directly on your phone. And once your prospect submits this info, not only do you get a text message, but again, step number 2 is your booking page. So your prospect then gets redirected to your calendar page, career opportunity with your name, 60 minutes. If you rather do meetings shorter, so 30 minutes, we can always modify that. And prospects can book for 5 days out. The reason I don't have the ability, or I don't activate the ability for prospects to book meetings 6 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, is really because of show rate. I've noticed that when people book meetings for a lengthier time frame from now, most people won't show up. And so by having that way, having people book 5 days out really helps with show rate as well. So once your prospect, let's just say they want to book for 3:30 p.m. on a Monday, they have to reconfirm their information, and we also tell them right away in the appointment form, for this virtual meeting, it is crucial they have an active camera/webcam to confirm your identity and ensure your active involvement. So we tell them that hey, this is a virtual meeting, and you will need an active camera to do this meeting. Afterwards, they can go ahead, schedule a meeting, and then we have a thank you page once they do book the meeting. So that's how things would go in terms of the booking. Now, let me show you guys the appointment AI, because like I mentioned earlier, as we see ad, survey, calendar, AI nurturing. So if your prospect comes in, get back to this. Okay. If a prospect comes in, submits this survey, does not book a meeting, exactly 3 minutes later, they would receive this text message on their cell phone. What you guys are seeing now is a platform that I can test the AI on, but this would get done 100% through an SMS conversation. By the way, this AI is able to handle a bit of objection. So if your prospect says, who are you? Who do you work for? What do you want? The AI is able to handle those types of questions. If someone says, stop messaging me, it's able to completely disengage as well. So I've never had any compliance issues with the AI. And what else? Yeah, this AI also runs on the latest version of GPT-4, which is, I believe, the latest public version of AI that you can actually use for business. But let's just go ahead with this. So let's say your prospect, so the first message gets sent from the AI. This would get sent to your prospect again 3 minutes later. Hello, contact. This is Jessica, your name's assistant. We've received your inquiry, and it appears like you are keen on exploring a remote business opportunity within the financial sector. Is that accurate? Now, let's just say your prospect says yes. Yes, who is this? Great to hear you're interested. I'm Jessica, the assistant representing your name, a financial security advisor. We offer business opportunities within the financial sector that you might find appealing. To make sure there's a genuine opportunity for us to support you, are you willing to explore this business opportunity at this time, if that meant supplementing your income as soon as possible? So there's one qualification questions, and this is what I have programmed as the qualification question, because I want the question to be as much of a no-brainer as possible. So basically what we're asking here is, are you looking to make more money now or later? Which, again, should be a yes in this case. Well, for everyone. And let's just say your prospect says yes. Yes, but I'm short on time today for a meeting. By the way, most people don't even answer these types of responses, but I just want to show what's possible when it comes to the AI. Understood, time is precious. We can certainly accommodate that. Could you suggest a good time or day when you are available for more detailed discussion? This way we can ensure it fits into your schedule seamlessly. Now, there is not a calendar attached to this demo AI, but usually, let's just say your prospect said, I'm available on Monday at this time. Well, then the AI is able to pull information or pull the availabilities from your calendar and then kind of spit it back out in a SMS form. So your AI could say, awesome, that works, and then go ahead and confirm the meeting. Or it could say, unfortunately, that time wouldn't work. We have Monday at 8 a.m., Monday at 9 a.m., Tuesday at this time, Wednesday at this time. What time works best for you? Prospect says, okay, this would work. And then appointment gets confirmed. So that's the nice thing about this AI, is that it just doesn't just send the link to the calendar page. It's able to pull information from it and then have everything get done through the SMS conversation. Now, let's just say, because the whole goal of this AI is to book appointments with prospects that haven't booked themselves in here. So once the appointment gets booked, the AI completely disengages. But let's just say that your prospect stops answering and no appointment has been booked yet. Well, this AI will automatically follow up 18 hours later. So a day and a half later after the lead has been generated. So hello contact, this is follow-up number 1. If again, no response or no booking, another follow-up gets sent another 3 days later. So now on the time frame since we've generated this prospect, we're about 4.5 days in. If again, no answer, another follow-up 3 days later. So now we're about 7 days in, even says it in the follow-up. So, hey, contact, it's been a week since we connected. If again, no response or booking has been made, another follow-up gets sent a week later. Another one, well, this one is 2 weeks later, so a month on the time frame. So as you see, as the month wraps up, another month later, so 2 months, 6 months, and 1 year. So the great thing about having a system and having an AI automatically re-engage with your prospects is that you're always maximizing the value of your prospects. So let's just say your average cost per lead is $22, like it is for, I believe that's what we had in here, right? No, 13. The appointment was 22. Yeah. Okay. I messed up. But let's just say your cost per lead is $15. Well, you don't want that $15 to just be someone you try calling. If they don't answer, you don't talk to them ever again. You want to always re-engage with that prospect because they've shown interest at some point. Maybe they're simply not ready. Maybe their mind is somewhere else. Maybe they're in a situation that doesn't make it possible for them to even book an appointment. Whatever it is. So by having your AI automatically re-engage with the prospects weeks, months, years later, well then you're always re-engaging, which makes the chances higher of an appointment getting booked, which in the end makes the chances higher of you getting a new recruit or a client, depending on, again, the marketing campaign that we're going. But in this case, this is recruiting. So this is how the AI works when it comes to the automation process. So again, ad, survey, calendar, AI nurturing, and appointments. So this is what I wanted to show today. If you are a life insurance agent in Canada, we currently do not work in the US. We only work with Canadian advisors at the moment. But if you are a Canadian advisor and this system could be something you'd be interested in acquiring for your business, you can go to skyscaling.com. I'll put a link below. You can see if you qualify and book a meeting with me, and I can show you all this stuff a bit more in detail. So again, it's been Gabriel. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully I can talk to any of you guys soon. Bye-bye.